So I tried to tell y'all about Manscaped a while ago, but you didn't listen. This stopped being about nuts a long time ago. Manscaped is for your overall grooming experience, for your overall hygiene experience. Now we have the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. You can look all up in this little box right here that Manscaped provided for me, and you be like, well, Voch, if this is supposed to be a top tier beard trimmer, where's all the guards, Voch? How do I adjust the length for my beard? Let me tell you something, man. Manscaped is pushing the envelope. They have an internal beard length adjustment trimmer. This has 20 different notches on it for 20 different lengths. And just look, come on, bro. That's 20 different notches. So whether you got a beard like me or a beard like Law Nation, we got something for you. Easy to clean. You pop this thing right off, clean it up, pop it right back on. And it is waterproof anyway, so it shouldn't be getting super duper dirty anyway. Inside of this kit, man, we have beard conditioner, beard balm. We have a beard shampoo and a beard oil. One day my beard's gonna get thick enough to use some beard oil, but you get a free gift that comes with this package. You get a beard brush, a beard comb, and beard scissors. So when you do have that big, thick, long beard, you just want to make those small adjustments, right? Manscaped sends you some beard scissors on the house. You can't beat this deal with a stick. So listen, man, go get you one of these, man. Use promo code VOCH20 for 20% off and free shipping, and they ship internationally. Listen, man, it's normally your balls will thank you, but we got beard trimmers, so now your beard will thank you, your face will thank you. We're gonna stick with beard. Your beard will thank you. And
well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
We back. Hey, man, we are here to watch a little bit of defense. The last video that we saw was the Deuce Vaughn video. That's the offensive film of the week. And now we're going to take a little bit of the defensive film, take a look at the defensive film. And I was impressed by our defense, in particular, what we did from our linebackers. So going into this, preseason, we were kind of worried about the linebacker spot and the depth of our linebacker spot. Well, Van Der Esch sat this game out. But, boy, we saw some nice things from Damone Clark and DeMarvin Overshown and a couple other guys. We'll talk about that as we get going, but this is the highlighted film session today. If y'all want to see the long version, y'all please tap into my Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. That's where we watch the long version of the film. We'll be doing that this week, so y'all be sure to tap in. But today, like I said, I wanted to talk about these linebackers here, and I think this is what the future of linebackers is going to look like for the Cowboys, right? Like you insert Micah somewhere, like he'll be around, running around doing something, but Overshown and Damone Clark are going to be the guys. And the first two clips that I wanted to show is kind of highlighting how fast both these guys are. People asked me a long time ago, Voch, do you think Van Der Esch got slow? Nah, I just think that, this defense overall just keep getting faster and faster. Because look, Van Der Esch looked fast next to Anthony Barr, right? But Van Der Esch is naturally going to look slow versus these guys. And I wanted to show this clip in particular of Damone Clark here. Travis Etienne is going to get the ball here. He's going to be the ball carrier. Look at where Etienne is, right? And now look at where Damone Clark is. Etienne has the advantage. He has the edge on Damone Clark, but Damone Clark is just going to close that distance so easily now. Micah's not even on the field, right? He's just gonna close that distance. He's gonna catch him to the sideline, bro. Like that this play, then this was the second play of the drive, or maybe even the first. Every other play you saw Damone Clark, you just saw him flashing on the film, doing something quickly and fast, right? And I think that's gonna be a part of the identity of this defense. We run faster than you. Same thing here. Take a look at DeMarvin Overshown on the left side of your screen here, number 35. This is going to be a pass play. They're going to throw the ball to the tight end, but look at how much of a head start the tight end has on Overshown. Look at all this grass, all this space and opportunity. But man, Overshown is just going to close that distance so fast, like that burst. And two things I can say about Overshown and Clark: when you watch their college film, Overshown in Texas and Clark in LSU, you can say that, hey, they're athletes, but mental processing isn't one of their strongest suits, right? They may have instincts, but they may get lost with a lot of mental processing things. Well, one thing that I notice about these linebackers, and it's a common trend lately for the Cowboys drafting these traits guys, is that even if they don't fully understand what they're seeing, they get there so quickly that it makes up for it. Same with Micah. All right, take a look at this. I just wanted to pause talking about the linebackers for 1 second just so we can talk about Mazi. Hey, look, two things I want y'all to look at. First, look at Mazi Smith take on both of these blockers. And 3, look at how free Marquise Bell gets to run around. And then how long Marquise Bell gets to run around free, right? Like, you know, if you take on a double team and the linebacker gets to run a little bit free, but maybe still gets chipped by the blocker, then that's a success, right? Marquise Bell just freely gets to just jump gap to gap here because Mazi is dealing with both these characters, and just look at what he's doing. Now look, Mazi's not perfect, okay? Mazi's not coming off the ball because he has that Michigan in him still. He's having to work that Michigan out of himself. He's still coming off the ball just a tad bit slow still. You know, still dealing with that, you know, with that burst issue. He's not coming off like Osa or like you know, Neville is, right? But the one thing we can say about Mazi is once he gets going and once he gets engaged, Mazi's really not moving around too much. And Marquise Bell, number 41 here, he just gets to run free and just go make the play. He doesn't have to worry about a blocker at all because, hey, Mazi Smith has made it safe for him. Let's watch it from this angle before we move on. Fantastic. Man, take a look at this play right here. This is really the play of the film session. This was one of my favorite plays of this first defensive group right here. This was like 3rd and 1, and Tank Bigsby gets the football, and the Jags are trying to convert. This is the first Jags offense, by the way. And Overshown is navigating this traffic, dealing with these pullers, slipping blocks, and boy, take a look at him delivering this hit on Tank Bigsby in the hole and shutting that thing down, getting us to 4th down, I believe. Yep, getting us to 4th down. Hey, let's get it from this angle. And look, a lot of people had problems. You know, they were having some worries that, you know, maybe Overshown wouldn't be able to, you know, deal with a lot of these tackles in between the tackles or dealing with these blocks and exchanges in between the tackles. But Overshown just kind of having a nose for the football. Now, like I said, sometimes window dressing can get him. Right? I think a lot of these misdirection plays can get them, but this is just regular old football. This is regular counter right here. This is straight up and down. We running counter, and man, he just found a way to slip between those blocks, hit the hole, and Tank Bigsby didn't gain any ground after this. Shouts out to DeMarvin Overshown. Since we're talking about Overshown, right? Take a look at this play. Now, Overshown didn't necessarily make this play. Okay, he didn't make the play. However, Overshown could have made the play. Why? Because nobody blocked Overshown. Y'all want to know why nobody blocked Overshown? Because Mazi's tearing shit up on the inside. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Right? And I actually think Mazi actually made this play. Let's see what happens. Boom. Engages 73. Gets a chip from the tackle, and Mazi dealt with that, handled it, and then he just shed it 73. Yeah, let's take a look from the other angle here. I love that the film has like 3 angles now. Mazi right here between 72 and 73 here. He's engaged in 73, dealt with 72, shedded 73. Yep. And Overshown gets his freedom. Like I said, he didn't make the play because there was a lot of little nonsense going on in there. But Overshown got a chance to live and fly and thrive and survive because Mazi Smith is taking up a lot of space down there. Let me just let this play roll while I keep talking about Mazi. I think a lot of people were, you know, kind of worried about Mazi or upset about Mazi because they saw him get moved around a little bit. Mazi's not gonna play this much in a real game. Like Mazi played the entire game damn near. It was him and Bohanna, you know, a couple guys rotating. Chauncey was in there. But I want to say Mazi probably played north of like 40 snaps or something like that. He played a lot. And in real life, Mazi's going to play like 25 reps. 25 reps, maybe like 30. Mazi's going to do a little rotating with Hankins. He's going to rotate with Osa and those guys. Like, he's not going to play this much. And Mazi looked pretty good versus many of these guys, right? Take a look at this play, right? They're going to pull on Mazi, and Mazi's going to stop 75 right here. Let's just follow 75. Try to pull and hit Mazi. Mazi's not going anywhere. He's staying right there. I think this is Mazi when he's, you know, breathing well, right? If you notice, like, you know, there were some people saying, well, Mazi got worse during the game. Well, because he got tired. Mazi did good versus some of the first team guys and a lot of the second team guys, but just Mazi playing so much. Hankins is not playing today. yesterday, just by way of Mazi playing so much. Yeah, by the end of the game, he got kind of winded and they moved him around when they doubled and triple teamed him. This is bound to happen. So when I tweeted on my Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI, I was like, yeah, man, this is conditioning for Mazi. Like, they're leaving Mazi out there just for him to, get these reps and to really tire himself out. So when he gets to the regular, regular season games, they'll go, all right, Mazi, you've played 40 reps before, but if you only play 25 reps in a game, then you'll be in pretty good shape. But let's move on. Take a look at Damone Clark just blowing this counter up. This is him and Dante Fowler making this play. Dante gets in on the backside here, and Damone Clark gets on the front side. The offense is running a counter again, right? So we see both our linebackers beating counters, blowing up counters, and making plays on that. What that means to me is that's just coaching, right? That just means that Dan Quinn and his linebacker coaches have really grinded the idea of, hey, we need to read our keys. And this is Damone Clark and his boys reading keys and blowing up counters. Fantastic play. Now, Damone Clark didn't make this play. Damone Clark did not make this play, but he could have made this play. Why? Because nobody blocked him. You want to know why nobody blocked Damone Clark? Because Mazi Smith is in front of him, tearing stuff up so that Damone Clark can run free. And if Damone Clark was to make this play, I would credit Mazi. I was like, hey man, Mazi's dealing with this combo block for you. 75 is supposed to be a guy. Like, we're looking at 60 and 75 versus Mazi and Clark right here. In this particular situation, 60 would overtake Mazi and 75 would come off on Clark and block him. But hey, 75 didn't get a chance to come over and block Clark because Mazi's doing this thing. All right. Shouts out to Mazi making another play again. But listen, man, I already, gave y'all most of my talking points about Mazi and all that. And there were points in this game where Mazi looked bad. But hey, Mazi's a rookie and Mazi's still overcoming a lot of this Michigan stuff that Mazi's going through. But I have faith that Dan and the boys, Coach AD, is going to they're going to just coach that out of him. But hey, just in terms of a debut versus a first team offensive line, I think Mazi did a pretty damn good job keeping guys safe. Like, Mazi did a lot of one-tech stuff. He did a lot of dirty work things, right? And that's not going to show up in the stats. But in terms of Mazi keeping people clean, hey, I'm all for giving him credit for a lot of the, clean work that we saw from Marquise Bell, we saw from Clark, that we saw from Overshown. I just want to say something too about this defensive unit as a whole. I am so proud of this unit, right? This is a unit without Gilmore Diggs, Lawrence Parsons, without Van Der Esch, without Hooker and Curse and Donovan Wilson, and this still versus a very respectable offense right here. They still showed some fantastic flashes here. They showed some fantastic work just as a defensive unit here. So hey, this is great team building. This is a good job from Will McClay and the boys, a good job coaching, and Dan Quinn putting his foot on the neck of the front office, like say, hey man, give me some guys. Look at Miles right here being powerful. But he got tripped up at the end. It's all good. This is just fantastic work, just putting it together, putting this team together. Now, just imagine what this defense is going to look like when all the boys show up, when all the gangsters get back into play versus a respectable offense. It should be very fun. It should be very fun. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, this is the defensive film session for the week, the highlight. If y'all want to watch the entire defensive film, one of the days this week, most likely like Tuesday or Wednesday, we're gonna be watching it in full on Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We're gonna take a look at this thing and dissect it as much as possible. Go over there and vote on what players y'all would like to highlight the most. All right, till then, man, y'all hold down for the Doski Woski, Peace and Whiskey. Until next time, man. Salute.